Welcome to Celebrity Investing, your go-to source for insights, tips, and updates on navigating the exciting landscape of personal and global finance. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive content. If a biotech company tells you it can skip clinical trials, that's not innovation, it's a warning sign. In this video, we'll break down why clinical trials still matter in 2026 and how risky shortcuts can destroy investor value. If a biotech company tells you it can skip clinical trials, treat that as a fire alarm, not a fun shortcut. In 2026, regulators still want clear human proof before a drug can be sold widely, and markets still punish companies that can't produce it. Skipping trials doesn't always mean admitting, we won't run phase 2 or phase 3. It can show up as weak trial design, tiny patient counts, fuzzy endpoints, or a plan that depends on hype instead of evidence. That mix can blow up fast. Delayed approvals, surprise safety issues, cash crunches, and brutal dilution. This video explains why clinical trials still matter, what skip the trial talk looks like in real life, and a practical checklist you can use before buying a biotech stock. Why skipping clinical trials is a huge red flag in biotech investing. 2026 Reality Check. Clinical trials are how a drug earns trust outside a lab. Think of them like crash tests for medicine. A new car can look great in ads, but you still want it tested before you put your family in it. Most drug programs move through 3 main steps. Phase 1 Safety. Small groups, often healthy volunteers. The goal is to learn safe doses and spot early side effects. Phase 2 Early Benefit. More patients with the disease. The goal is to see if it seems to work and to fine-tune dose and schedule. Phase 3 Proof. Large patient groups, often across many sites. The goal is to confirm benefit and catch less common risks. Key terms investors should understand are simple. Safety. What harms show up, and how often? Efficacy. Does it help patients in a meaningful way? Endpoint. The main measurement used to judge success, for example, fewer hospital visits. Statistical power. Whether the study is big and well built enough to trust the result. Moving fast is not the same as cutting corners. A serious team can run trials quickly with strong planning, good sites, and clean data. Corner cutting looks different. Unclear endpoints, weak controls, or a strategy that talks around phase 2 and phase 3. In 2026, the FDA and other agencies still expect strong human data, even when they allow faster paths. Speed tools exist, but they don't erase the need for evidence. If a company's story sounds like, "Trust us," that's not a plan, it's a risk. How skip the trial claims usually show up in press releases and pitches. The language is often shiny and vague. Watch for phrases that sound big but don't tell you what was measured, in whom, and for how long. Examples of wording to be wary of include the following. We plan to rely on real-world evidence instead of lengthy trials. Early signals suggest strong activity, with no primary endpoint listed. I discovered are digital biomarker-driven, with no clear clinical plan. Registrational pathway with no phase 2 or phase 3 design details. Validated platform, but only preclinical charts and animal results. We are in discussions with regulators with no trial start date. What can go wrong when the data is thin? Dilution, delays, and failed approvals. Thin data tends to create the same chain reaction. Regulators ask for more studies, which means more time and more cash burn. Partners can walk away if the evidence isn't solid or if the trial plan looks messy. Even when early safety looks fine, larger trials can reveal problems. Rare side effects may not show up until hundreds or thousands of patients are treated. Benefit can also shrink when you move from a small, uncontrolled study to a well-run randomized trial. That's the foundation you need to understand the danger of skipping trials. In the next part, we'll look at how these claims show up in real pitches and what can go wrong for investors. Stay tuned for part 2. Stay tuned and continue to watch our videos to gain valuable insights into the world of finance. Subscribe, like, and share to continue your journey to financial success.